All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be reacting to Mr. Organik on taco and shawarma. We're actually going to fast forward the first couple minutes of this video, this vlog, live stream, whatever you guys want to call it. Because like the first couple minutes, he starts whining and complaining about paying for storage in California. About that video that he dropped a couple days ago. We already reacted to it. If you guys have not checked it out, definitely go check it out. And it looks like he's actually wearing the same outfit. He's wearing the same outfit he was wearing when he was doing that collab with the Tall Guy Car Reviews. So you went on that rinky-dink boat and the river where y'all were fishing or whatever you guys were doing. So you're smelling like fish. And then you go on this podcast. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Had to take care of business. And of course, you're going to see L and do the podcast. Man, what's up? Talk to me. What we want to talk about? What we on right now? Well, let's get people something. You know what I mean?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. It's whatever. You know what I mean? I'm in that type of time, you know? It's real dynamic situations going on.
She must have changed this title. Because I remember this video had... She says now there's no money in podcasting. So he starts whining about paying for storage, right? Mr. Multi-millionaire, Mr. Successful businessman, Mr. Mentor, coach, right? Now he has an academy. He's whining and complaining about paying $1,000. And now she's going to start off complaining about she's not making money from podcasting.
Let me
I know you. You know what I'm saying? You got a thing on your mind.
Okay, so I have an announcement to make. I'll just start. I was going to say that then. I'll just start it now. So we'll just start it. I'm going to start. Okay, so for me, maybe not for him. For me, this podcast has not made me any money.
No, it's for you and him. His organically speaking shit ain't making money. Look at the last couple uploads. He's been like... What he does is he records the whole like interaction live stream with the guest, and then now he's like chopping it up. When you got to chop it up, that means really they're not really like getting a lot of views, so they have to kind of like chop it up into shorter clips or whatever. And those clips are barely getting like 1,000 views each. So it's you and Organik, and the Top of the Mook podcast wasn't doing that well. I mean, I guess it was doing a little better than Organically Speaking.
Out with it, huh?
I'm just being real.
Yeah.
So I decided that I'm going to do a late night show.
Okay.
And I'm going to interview strippers and porn stars, and they're going to be topless. And then I'm going to direct a porn scene after. I'm going to get into the porn
industry. So you going goddamn plug talk Adam 22 type?
Yep. But I'm not going to be naked.
So nobody get no L understanders with it?
I could direct it.
No, they gonna want to see you. They like the L.
They're gonna see me behind the scenes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be naked. Maybe I'll be naked. Hey. Subscribe to see.
Okay, well, where the subscription gonna be?
OnlyFans.
Oh, dang. You going OF? You ain't going Patreon?
If fucking Ford's making $150,000 a month off OnlyFans.
Who's that?
Ford, the guy with the dog. And then the transgender girl that we interviewed, she's making $70,000 a month. You got me fucked up.
Understand it.
Yeah, but that's because our society, and this is something I talked about before, and this is kind of like, it goes off what I say when I talk about these brainwashed people in the comment section, these supporters and subscribers, like whether they're subscribed to Organik or whatever of these guys. Like, we're not raising men anymore. Like, it was like, that shit was like generations ago, like maybe 2, 3, 4 generations ago. Probably like 3, 4 generations ago, we had real men born. So anybody that's like in their 30s now, 40s, 50s, these are the real men. The people we got nowadays walking around, these are not men. They're just not men. When you're paying subscriptions to go watch somebody on OnlyFans, that means like you just can't get pussy on your own, can you? No, you can't get pussy. You just can't go outside and go approach a girl and ask her out. You got to go put in your credit card and subscribe to some girl's OnlyFans or whatever she said, transgender. Like, what is wrong with these men? That's why I tell you guys, like, these fools, they get in the comments, they get scam after scam after scam, and they want to get in the comments, oh, gargle your gang, gargle your gang. Y'all look stupid as hell. Stupid.
You're describing what they do. Shout out to them. No disrespect, but I'm saying, like, you're the debauchery that you partaking in.
I'm with it.
Oh, hey, I'm with it. I'm with that day.
I gotta get paid. Like,
yeah, motherfucker want me in there bad. They be hit me up all like, you see the people that hit me up for OnlyFans want some of the teenage college?
You probably kill it.
I'll be number one.
$150,000 a month.
But it ain't worth it to me. My integrity.
I know, but they want your dick. I don't.
She has no talent. If her podcast, which I anticipated when I first reacted to her first like podcast with Organik, I had already anticipated she wasn't gonna make money. She wasn't. Her views are not like, they're not that high up. She doesn't get really good solid. She gets like from time to time one or two good guests on the. I think she got Tom Hanks' son, who was like practically a nobody, but he's somebody, like he's Tom Hanks' son, right? For whatever it's worth. But she got a couple guests. The only one I actually liked on her platform is when she got her baby dad, and her baby dad, I think he actually exposed her for the type of woman she is. I don't know if you guys have seen that that episode she did with her ex baby dad, and he practically came with receipts on. It just painted the picture. It painted her to be an awful person. So this shows you that she has no talent. She cannot use her brain. She cannot use her skill set, whatever skill set she has, to get the views, to make the money. So now she has to go and undress, or bring people that are going to undress on video. And the only way that's going to work is if you get popular people. If you just get random, I guess, like I said earlier, we don't have men nowadays. I mean, I guess you could call them men on paper, but if you got to go buy a subscription online, there's something wrong with you.
I don't see me. I think it'll be actually funny.
Yeah, but it's still like listen, I know I talk crazy, right? And I have to deal with that. But this is the way I talk truly all the time. So it's not out of my character.
Okay.
So that's a blessing of when I talk crazy, all my friends, my family, mom, everybody know I talk like this.
Right.
So it's not like I'm doing it for shock value. I talk like this all the time about sex. So it's like, it's not out of my you know what I'm saying? My regular self.
Right.
If I did something out of myself like OnlyFans and porn, now that's a problem to me. I can't live with that.
Right. So I'm not per se going to partake in the sexual activities. I'm just going to direct it.
Yeah, but later down the road, I'm like, hey, you did this now. We got 150 for you to goddamn do this here.
Okay, I don't care.
Directing it, producing it, writing, screenwriting. I don't care what part you take. You're still part of the production. Your name is still attached to that recording. So she's trying to find an excuse. Oh, I'm just gonna be behind the camera. We don't want, this is your channel. This is your platform. Now, why would I come on this platform to watch some other people strip or whatever on other, associated with this brand, watch other random women? We came to see you, right? I mean, I think that's how it normally works, right? If you want to, most people wanted to see Adam's wife, right? That's why Adam decided to, that Illuminati stuff with his wife, right? Sharing her with all these dudes because the Illuminati probably, put a check on it. And it's just eventually you evolved into that type of crowd. That's why Tall Guy Car Reviews sold his soul. Look at Tall Guy Car Reviews. He can't no longer be himself. He has to sell himself. Tall Guy Car Reviews is now a puppet. He used to talk about white man mode this, white man that. Now he's a puppet. That's why he has to do his vlogs a certain way. They have to be scripted a certain way so he can get sponsors. From where? Where is he going to get sponsors from? White man mode, right? He's these dudes are not real. They come on here, act real, and then a couple years go by, they realize they're not really making money. Guess what? Now they got to worship somebody else.
I don't fuck with my mom, so I don't give a shit.
So you do it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, she's completely lost. She said, I don't fuck with my mom. Her own mother. She does not fuck with her own mother. She's complete. We got, and these are the people you guys are influenced by. These are the folks you guys worship. That's crazy. What is wrong with our society, man? This is wild. I mean, Organik is speaking some sense into her, but then again, Organik and Tall Guy, they're doing, you think what Organik is doing now with Organically Speaking, where he's trying to be on his best behavior. You know why he's doing that, right? He's doing the same thing. He's following the same formula Tall Guy's doing. They have to maintain a certain image because they're worshiping a whole other crowd now that is going to give them some money. So they have to act a certain way. He can't be like, I'm with it. That's why I said, how come all his car review stuff is all vanilla now? He's adopting the same style that he said that he was going to avoid and differentiate himself from, right? But now, guess what they're doing? They're following everybody else's blueprint because that's what the worshipers do. That's what puppets do. These are puppets. So he comes on, oh, you should have do this, but you've been doing that, idiot. You've been promoting scams.
Do what?
You know, let them drop that log in you.
Log for 150K?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't.
How much? How much will you allow somebody to do that thing with you on the tape? Now be
It
realistic.
has to be a lot. It has to be a lot.
You said no to 150?
No to 150. Because it's going to be on there forever.
You gotta think about that.
Yeah, that's
so
not enough.
What would be the price?
Like, it has to be like $1 million.
Dang, $1 million for the hell?
$1 million. First of all, let's think about this. $1 million for some pussy. She's, at the end of the day, and nobody knows who Ella is or Ellie or whatever, this taco and shawarma. This is a channel with barely 40,000 subscribers. She's like practically a nobody. Everybody that has a camera and a microphone nowadays is got a podcast. She's practically a nobody. She's like, these are the kind of women that are creating all these simps nowadays. Talking about, oh, her pussy's $1 million to get it, to hit it. It's $1 million. $1 million. Do y'all understand that? $1 million for some pussy? I'm like, what's wrong with men nowadays? You guys can't just approach women? What's wrong with men?
Yeah.
Jeez. What you gonna be doing on there, though?
It's whatever. Not whatever. No gangbangs.
Oh, not the multiples?
Nah.
You can't do the two?
Two? Nah, two.
She has no respect for herself. I mean, $1 million is still a lot of money, but at the end of the day, $1 million is going to get spent. It might take a little while to spend it. You got to remember, Organik has definitely hit $1 million, but he also spent that money. And now he's broke, right? So when he did have a couple $1 million, he spent it on cars, leasing cars, renting houses, and eventually what happened? He spent it. So eventually she's going to spend it, but her image is going to be all over the internet. That, I mean, I guess for whoever knows her, but like I said, nobody really knows her. I don't even think there's a valuation of $1 million for her pussy, but you never know nowadays because there's a lot of simps out here. But the thing is, she's got a son or a daughter. I think she has a child. So, like, I mean, I guess she already said she don't fuck with her mom. So I guess she could care less about her children. Seeing her naked, it's just like, what is wrong, man, with our society, man? People are like, they're brainwashed. This is why I've been saying they're brainwashed, folks. People are brainwashed.
Two, you gotta pay me double. I'm not.
So for $2 million, do two guys?
I guess.
Hey, party.
Yeah, I'll be in Thailand. Like nobody.
No one knows you. Just be
yeah.
But you gotta exile yourself just to get the money?
Huh?
You want to exile yourself?
Listen, at this point, the bills are due. Okay, and
Man,
I decided to put myself in this.
The bills are due. I remember her first, the first interview or whatever collab she did with Organik. She came off as a successful person. She made it seem like she was successful. She had all these businesses. She made money. So this was just another stream of income or whatever. And now it seems like this is her bread and butter. Like, she's struggling. She's worried that this podcast is not making money. If anything, she's probably spending more than she's bringing in. And now she's like, oh, shit, what am I going to do? Guess what I'm going to take my clothes off. Well, I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to direct it. I'm going to get other people to do it. That's just the lazy, lousy mentality. When you got no talent, that's the next best thing you do because we have simps now. We don't have men, we have simps.
And to be honest with you, nobody knows where the fuck I came from, and I'm doing numbers like these motherfuckers anyway, but nobody's paying me.
But it's like this, like, end of the day, you got.
I don't know what numbers she's talking about. She only gets numbers off her shorts. Like, she's got a couple of shorts that have like maybe like 2-3 million views or 4 million views. But then again, there's a lot of people with smaller channels that get a couple. Like, there was shout out to Darrell the Savage. He had one short. It had like 27 million views. It was like him in a parking. Like, a lot of people can hit it off with the shorts. So just because you got a couple of shorts with like 4 or 5 million doesn't mean I hit it off. I haven't seen her actual podcast live streams, video vlogs like this one with 1 million views.
You came in it early and hot. Like it's only been not even a year.
It's a year. It's over a year.
That's no time.
Okay, but my bills are due. What am I supposed to do? Work at Starbucks?
But that's...
We're going into the porn industry, okay?
Well, that's why you shouldn't be renting Rolls-Royce Cullinans and spending that money quickly. She's doing the same. She's following the same recipe of disaster Organic and Tall Guy did. They got on here. They made it seem like they got money. They're making a lot of money. When at the end of it all, they were promoting a bunch of bullshit scams. Bunch of scams, right? So I'm not like completely like I agree with things Organic is trying to tell her about. You shouldn't like sell your soul this way and take off your clothes. But then again, you sold your soul. I mean, you didn't have to take your clothes off. That's probably the only good thing. But you definitely took advantage of people. Vulnerable people, because a lot of his followers are vulnerable. But these are the same vulnerable people that get on here and buy subscriptions to OnlyFans.
Digital pimp, okay? I'm about to be a digital pimp. If you want to come on the show, DM me. But you got to be topless.
But you got to understand, yo, that's the...
I'm going to teach guys how to eat pussy. I'm going to have 2 girls.
With that,
yeah, I'm going to show men how to eat. I'm going to give class. I'm not going to give classes, but I'm going to direct the class.
But at the same time, let me just give a little understanding here. When you go through these situations like this, it's a test before you know what I mean?
What kind of test? I talk to people. I've talked to my Jews. This is what they told me. They told me that they were giving deals during COVID for podcasts.
A lot of them.
And that it's going to take me a few years.
Told you that, though.
Yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah, but I don't fucking know because I'm new to this shit.
It's going to take a couple years because there's so many idiots doing it. Everybody, like I said, this is what I've been saying. Everybody that's got a camera and a microphone now has a podcast. So all these industry people are not going to, they're just not going to give deals to everybody that has a fucking channel with a microphone and a camera. Like that dude, what's his name, that in Jersey, the dude that had that like little fake ass Walmart, and he did a collab with Organic, thinking Organic is gonna pump up his channel, whatever. Everybody now, like they create a YouTube channel, bring 2 sofas and a table, and then they put some camera equipment, some microphone. They have their own podcast. So of course, not everybody's gonna get a deal, and then they start whining like this, talking about, oh well, I'm gonna end up doing porn or whatever. It's crazy. So this is why I'm saying, like, it's not going to work. The only way it's going to work is if you become a puppet. This is why you could tell Organic didn't change because he wants to be a better person. No, he's doing what Tall Guy's doing. If you guys didn't peep game into what Tall Guy was talking about on the boat, he said he's got all these. No, he's just getting sponsors, right? He's doing these videos in a certain format to get sponsors, but to get the sponsors, you got to follow a certain formula. You can't be like, he can't come on here and talk ghetto, right? He can't come on here and bring that urban personality that separated him and differentiated him early on in his career, because they're not going to pay into that. They want him to follow their blueprint. So he has to be a puppet, right? And he is a puppet now. This is why if you go on Instagram, he's getting some sponsors, because he's a puppet. He's somebody's puppet now. He's doing exactly what they want him to do. Same thing with Organic. He's going to eventually do what they want him to do.
He was tearing it up, which you still are.
I still am, but
I'm like,
I don't have a few years. I do not have a few years. We need to shortcut all. I'm not going to be begging people for deals. Right. I have friends that I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with, and they won't give me $5,000 to sponsor their product on my show.
That's crazy.
I don't want to beg people for money. They're not my friends. And I have celebrity friends that won't even fucking come on my show. That I literally talk to.
That's wild.
And you know what? I have so much information about people, and I don't even bring it over here.
That's because exactly what I said with Tall Guy. Because they don't want their brand associated with the type of content. So this is why, like, my reactions are pretty raw. All right, if I did my reactions in a certain way, right, where there's no cussing and I just follow like this really like straight line, kind of like content wise, I'll probably get a lot more sponsors. Like early on, I used to get a lot of sponsors.
Keep that shit to myself. That's how solid I am.
As you should be.
So nobody wants to help me, so I'm gonna help myself.
But you can't give up.
I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep doing
this. I know,
this.
but that's the easy route. That's almost like when women, they want to be strippers.
Are you gonna pay my rent?
Goddamn, let me get my testimony on you. Damn. I'm trying to get that real understanding here. So it's like, that's when women give up and they become strippers.
I'm not a stripper.
I am not saying that. Can I get my shit off?
I'm sorry.
Organik, I get what Organik is trying to do. He's trying to be like this Mr. Positivity talker, but Organik was a follower. So all this like, oh, well, you got to work hard and believe in yourself and take leaps of faith. All that bullshit he's been telling you guys for the longest time, it's all bullshit because he hasn't even followed it. He's told you guys, even in the last video, he's followed Tall Guy to California. He's followed Tall Guy and getting all these sponsors. He's followed Tall Guy and getting all the cars that he had on the channel. He got rid of the cars when Tall Guy told him when to get rid of the cars. Like, he's a follower. He can't sit on here and preach anything when he's following somebody else's directions. But he's going to sit here and, I mean, what he's saying is true because it is true, but he hasn't led by example, if that makes sense to you guys. But we're going to wrap up here for part 1. I'm going to try to keep these videos to about 20 minutes. So make sure you guys subscribe, like, let me know what you guys think in the comments.